Heaven knows there's been a lot of hand-wringing about the state of the consumer lately, but maybe we should be a tad less worried. After the close of Levi, Strauss & Company, the denim kingpin, reported a phenomenal quarter with 9% organic sales growth, trouncing the estimates. Their European business is on fire. Direct-to-consumer strong. Margins expanded substantially. Put it all together, and the company delivered a 9-cent earnings beat off a 13-cent basis. Not bad. Even better, management raised their full-year forecast, even with the impact of the tariffs. No wonder the stock went flying right when the earnings were released. Pretty impressive, given that this thing was already up 62% from its April lows. So how'd they pull it off? Earlier tonight, we had the chance to speak to Michelle Goss. She's the bankable president and CEO of Levi, Strauss & Company. Take a look. Ms. Goss, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. It's great to be here.
All right, so Michelle, I've got to tell you, in what we know is an uncertain environment, you have delivered a really strong set of numbers with the quarter that ended in May. And I'm talking about 9% organic growth, impressive margin expansion, huge bottom line beat. So my question is, how are you able to do it?
Yeah, well, Jim, super proud of the entire organization, the team. I mean, this is driven right directly from our key strategies, which is our pivot to become DTC first and a head-to-toe lifestyle retailer, always rooted in denim. And, we've got now 3 quarters of high single-digit growth. As we look ahead, we see that momentum continuing, gave us the confidence to raise our guidance, as you saw, for the year. And, we're looking towards becoming a $10 billion, stronger, more profitable company. And we have a lot working. U.S. is positive, international up 10%, men's positive, women's outperforming double-digit again, our bottoms business, the core, up 8%, tops, which is a key part of our lifestyle expansion, up 16%. I could go on, but we are really seeing our strategies take hold.
Now, you've also gotten more focused. I noticed the shopkeeping units have come down. The Levi's brand is leading the way, which is terrific for margins. These all seem to be decisions that you made anticipating perhaps that things could get difficult out there, and it's really making it so I think that you're the leader in the group.
Yeah, I mean, we are a big believer in focus, and that's a big reason why today we are a stronger, faster, healthier company. And focus is a big part of it. So this past quarter, we did announce the definitive agreement to sell to Authentic Brands Group. We're focusing and rationalizing SKUs. Those have come down. They're down in the mid-teens. One of the things that we're really driving, Jim, is being part of a best-in-class global retailer is getting more commonality in our assortment. A couple years ago, that was in the single digits. Today, that's more like 30%. And as you can imagine, that creates tremendous efficiency in the supply chain. And people all over the world, they want Levi's, and that's what we're going to give them.
Well, all over the world, I'm looking at these European numbers. Incredible, 14%, 15% on organic growth. I haven't seen great numbers out of Europe for anyone anywhere near what you're delivering.
Yeah, the Levi's brand, I'll say, is on fire in Europe. I was just there in some of our key markets in Paris and Barcelona and Milan. And those consumers, especially the young shoppers, they love Levi's. We're seeing it in our stores. So positive comp growth. For the company, we saw it's our 13th consecutive quarter of positive comp growth. We're seeing that in Europe. And then wholesale, really strong. And we've got incredible partnerships with folks like Zalando, who have gotten behind our women's focus as well as our lifestyle. So, like I was saying earlier, it's happening in Europe as well, all categories.
Now, you said, look, you're going where they want to be, direct to consumer. How are they hearing about you? How are the younger people in Europe, what are they seeing? What kind of social media are you using? What kind of advertising? Because it's clearly resonating better than a lot of other stuff that I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, for a brand like ours that invented the denim category, we've been around 170 years, incredible foundation, but we have to continue to drive relevancy. We describe it as being at the center of culture, leading at the center of culture. So you take the younger consumer, social media is a huge part of it, right? It's starting with social as we think about our campaigns. It's leading in things like music and sports, music festivals. I mean, here in the U.S., we dress Shabuzi at Stagecoach. Barcelona, one of the biggest music festivals at the world. We had multiple stages. It's all of those things. I mean, younger shoppers in particular today, they are learning and discovering brands in all kinds of places, and we've got to show up where they're engaging. And I think the team is doing a fantastic job driving that.
Well, one of the things you're doing that I like and I think is working now because they've got much better management, your Nike collaboration, which I think just went live and I think is pretty cool. I want you to tell us about how that came together.
Well, it's another example of driving brand heat. I'm glad you asked about it. We launched today, and early this morning, I was already getting floods of pictures from, say, New York, where we had people lined around corners waiting to our stores to open to get this new great product. So whether it's, a brand like Nike, earlier this year, we had a collaboration with Sakai, which is a very famous, elevated Japanese designer, and more to come. But this is momentum, and you've got to really be addressing all of these things, from these fresh collaborations, iconic partnerships like Beyonce. We're looking forward to have, the next chapter launch here, which has been, again, a big part of our women's push. It all has to be working. And part of DTC is we get to engage with our consumers directly, and we're executing better there too. We are rewiring the company to operate like a true retailer.
All right, so a lot of times I interview people and they start out by talking about how tariffs hurt them, of course. Now, almost every company has to deal with tariffs, but what's been your philosophy? What do you see?
Well, I would first say that, Jim, we are competitively positioned better than most as it relates to tariffs. Number one, 60% of our business is international now. So you take that. Second, in our guidance, we've assumed tariffs. We've assumed 30% from China, 10% from the rest of the world. But our exposure to China is really minimal. And then I would say the team is doing a great job across multiple levers to mitigate. You saw it in our release. We're accounting for about a 20 basis point net impact. It's not much, a couple pennies on EPS. And that's because we've got these long-standing relationships with vendors. Our business is growing, so we're giving them more volume. Yes, we are looking at modest surgical pricing, but more than anything, it's about more full price selling. And as we bring more innovative product, our consumers are responding. We don't have to promote as much. And then we also are looking at our own costs, and we're taking part of it too. We're doing everything we can to protect the consumer and protect our price points.
Well, tell you, Michelle, I think I can safely say that the Levi's brand has never been stronger in all the years that I've seen it. It's really coming together, isn't it?
It is. And as I said earlier, we start from an incredible foundation, but you can never take it for granted. We have got to earn it every single day. And that's where we talked about, I would say that the product pipeline has never been stronger across denim and fabrics. This past summer, we introduced our linen plus denim in jeans. Even in our 501, it's done incredibly well. From all the tops, tops is becoming a meaningful part of our business, and our consumers want that from us. So the product side, the things we were talking about to drive brand heat, from collaborations to great partnerships. We have great company, from, they say you are the company you keep. And between Beyonce and Shabuzi to Nike and what's next, all of those things are contributing to the great place we are right now with the health of the brand.
Well, I want to congratulate you on a terrific quarter. People are going to be flocking to the stock. It's one of the few bargains left in this market. Michelle Goss is President and CEO of Levi Strauss. Thank you so much for coming on Mad Money.
Thanks so much, Jim.
Great. Thank you. Mad Money's back in.
Coming up, a recommendation from Cramer hinges on earnings, profitability, and more. He's sharing a new healthcare IPO that might tick every box. Next. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.